There are dozens of marketing and sales strategies out there, and even more tactics. But how do we know which ones to use for our business and when? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm a nerd and I'm going to give you a formula. The best strategy or tactic for your business is a combination of the following. It's your business stage, plus your time, your resources, and your budget, plus your interest, or like I like to call it the fun factor. And that ultimately will give you the list of the strategies or tactics that work well for you. But it's the ones that you actually can do consistently that are the best. Let me explain. Our first part of the formula is your business stage. Depending on where you are on your entrepreneurial journey, there's just going to be some strategies and tactics that you don't need to do yet, or others that you absolutely must do first. So for example, if you're just starting out and you don't even have any customers, you don't have a product, you got nothing, you just have basically an idea. You don't need to be going out there pitching the media to be an expert. You first need to figure out who it is you're going to serve, how you're going to help them, what you're going to do to help them, like creating that product and testing it, and then getting the word out. So some of the steps that you need to be doing first are really talking to the people that you most want to help and serve in order for you to really refine your idea, put it into a product, test it, and validate it. That's what you got to focus on first. Whereas if you've been around the block for a while and you know who you really want to serve, you got that ideal customer going, you have your product, it's solid, and really to grow your business, you just need more eyeballs on you, then it makes sense for you to start pitching the media and to go looking for interviews and to spread the word, to be able to leverage other people's audiences to be able to get your word out. It makes sense. It's appropriate at that point in time. So you got to understand the stage of business that you're in so you understand what you most need to do so you can prioritize that. The next batch, which is your time, your resources, and your budget, all go together like a big parens. If you don't have time to implement your strategy, if you don't have the help or support or resources, like we're talking about like a team, or the expertise to implement the strategy, or if you don't have the budget, you don't have the money to do it, it's not the right strategy or it's not the right tactic to go with that strategy. You got to choose another. So let's say that I want to do content marketing, and ideally I would love to do video. Video takes time. Y'all, it takes time to research, to script, to film, to edit, to post everything. And there's a certain amount of understanding and knowledge you need to do in order to make this happen. And also there's some budgeting you need, because you need to at least have some type of camera, whether it's your phone or a webcam or something better, in order for you to be able to get a good quality video put into place. So it has time, it has resources, and it has a budget. But if you don't have those things, that doesn't mean content marketing is the wrong strategy. It just may mean that you may want to look at other things, such as if you already have a really good existing microphone, doing a podcast might be easier for you. Or writing a blog could be easier for you. This next component, I believe, gets skipped the most. And it's the one thing that shouldn't get skipped in any way, shape, or form. And that is, what is your interest or the fun factor? Listen, you gotta enjoy what you are doing or you are not gonna do it. If you can't stand doing some type of business activity, you are going to try to avoid doing that business activity. So if doing live video makes you want to vomit, then you're most likely not going to do live video because you don't like that uncomfortable, unpleasant, sick feeling. And if you push yourself through and do it anyway, are you really doing your best work? And if you're already uncomfortable trying to just show up and do it, are you going to get the reception? Are you putting out the right vibe? And are you going to get the right people coming back to you with that vibe that you're putting out there? So save yourself an ulcer. Pick something that doesn't make your stomach churn. Pick a strategy or tactic that you'll want to do. Once you get those 5 factors figured out, the stage of business, your time, your resources, your budget, and your interest, now you have that list of strategies and or tactics. But the best strategies and tactics for you to pick ultimately are the ones that you can do consistently. Let me give you an example from my own entrepreneurial journey. It's 2013 and I need to market my business. I decide to do a content marketing strategy. I had identified my ideal customer type. I had 2 services available, and my strategy was in line with my business stage. I chose blogging as my tactic because it best aligned with my time, my resources, and my budget. But y'all, I hated writing blog articles. I tried so hard. It was like pulling teeth to write these articles. It would take me 3 hours to write 1 page. And because of that, I had a really hard time being consistent. In fact, I wasn't consistent. That wasn't the best tactic for me. So after a year of haphazardly writing blog articles, I decide I need to do something different. Let me go with video. After all, I could put it on YouTube. It was all the rave. There's a reason why these videos don't exist anywhere. Let's just say I did not do well with video in 2014. I was stiffer than a shot of whiskey. Perfectionism was kicking my butt, and yeah, that wasn't the best tactic for me at the time. Then in 2015, Periscope launches. It was one of the very first live streaming platforms available. I decided this is my answer. I was determined to get good at video. And if there's one thing that I excel at, it's talking to people. And live video was just talking to people online. I thought this was perfect. This time around, I actually had fun. And because I had fun, I was able to commit to it. Every Monday through Friday, like clockwork, I showed up, not necessarily consistently at the same time, but I showed up live on Periscope. I had almost 100 live streams within a 4-month period. And the only reason why I stopped doing live videos at the time was because I made a really critical mistake that rendered that strategy ineffective. But that's a story and a video for another time. Fast forward to today. The only reason why you're here and I'm here is because I've chosen content marketing as one of my strategies to grow my business. My tactics are short form videos on TikTok and videos here on YouTube. And it's working for me because I'm in the right business stage. I have the right time, resources, and budget. And I love doing videos. I have an interest in them. I've grown a lot in the subsequent years. Live video definitely made me a lot more comfortable doing video. And because of that, I can be consistent. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if so, I would greatly appreciate it if you gave it a like and consider subscribing below. And let me know in the comments what resonated most with you. I love reading all of your comments and I can't wait to continue the conversation with you.